The Enugu State University of Science and Technology, ESUT, is a university located in the serene town of Enugu in the eastern part of Nigeria. The university was founded in the year 1979 by Chief G. Nwobodo, the then governor of Anambra State. ESUT was founded as Anambra State University of Science and Technology, ASUTE, at the time when the now Anambra and Enugu were together as one state called Anambra. ESUT was renamed to Enugu State University of Science and Technology in 1991 following the creation of the new Enugu State. The new state creation also gave birth to the now Anambra State University with permanent campus at Uli, Ihiala, local government of Anambra State. Historically, ESUT was the first ever state-owned university in Nigeria. It was started with three main campuses at Awka, Abakaliki, and Enugu. ESUT also had the first state-funded teaching hospital in Nnewi, which is now the site for Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, NAUT. The university occupies 500 hectares of land, which is approximately 1,200 acres. Presently, Enugu State University of Science and Technology is well equipped with modern infrastructure, quality lecturers, and conducive learning environment. The school has witnessed tremendous growth in both human and infrastructural development, with their product providing strong leadership role, rendering services within and outside Nigeria. Enugu State University of Science and Technology operates in three campuses: the Enugu Business School in Enugu Main Town, Enugu State University Teaching Hospital, and the main campus in Awani. The vision of ESUT is to be premier university in Africa in capacity development that promotes services to the society through quality teachings, research, and community services, while the mission is to promote scholarship, especially in the area of science, management, and technology, thereby ensuring the development of quality manpower that will utilize technology for the service of the society. The faculties include Faculty of Agricultural and Natural Resources, Faculty of Applied Natural Sciences, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Environmental Sciences, Faculty of Management Sciences, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Social Sciences, Faculty of Clinical Medicine, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. The university operates a technological-driven library with modern academic equipment and devices, stocked with assorted books and electronic journals that deals on different topics and subjects. At ESUT, the student welfare are central and they are given major consideration in times of administration, policies, and management decisions. The university, through the intervention agencies, individual donors, and public-private partnership, is working to ensure more hostels, accommodations, and other facilities to students and staff of the university. There is a cordial relationship among management staff and students within and outside the campus. The administration of Professor Luke Anike has enjoyed serene, aesthetic, and conducive academic environment for learning, teaching, and research made possible through Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund. The presence of TET Fund intervention projects speaks for itself, as majority of the ongoing and completed infrastructure were TET Fund funded. The university ensures that only well-qualified and trained manpower are employed into academic and key positions. Our crew also spoke with some key management staff and students of the university. Some of the notable achievements the university has recorded as of the time of this report includes the maintenance of quality assurance, zero tolerance for corruption and systematic eradication of fraudulent admission processes, examination malpractice, which has also reduced fake students in the campus to the barest minimum, consistency in the tuition fees and maintenance of academic calendar, prompt release of examination results without undue delay, strong anti-court squad, and well-organized security system, and other achievements that cannot be captured in this documentary. Professor Luke Okechukwu Anike is the serving Vice Chancellor as at the time of this report. An accomplished researcher, academician, administrator, and visionary of great repute. He is a seasoned academic who is widely respected in his various areas of expertise, and that has earned him several honors and awards. Let's meet the Vice Chancellor.
We must recall that ESUT is the first University of Science and Technology in the country, and it has continued to make it mark in engineering. 2 days ago, one of our lecturers won an accolade from the state government for producing brake pads from sugarcane chaff. So this is the type of thing we do here. Engineering is very strong. Other programs are strong, but many of them are being strengthened by... And I want to also point out that very lately we were selected as one of the lead universities in providing NUC blueprint for Nigerian economy in 2050. So it's a big challenge to us, but at the same time, we feel honored to have been given this task to produce blueprint for the national economic development. Some of our students have been making waves in different national competition organized by Enactus. In fact, now they are going for the African competition. They have won the national competition, going to African competition, from where we pray they also excel and go for the worldwide competition on entrepreneurship and management. We have got support from these agencies, the TED Fund and the project from needs assessment. You can see that many of them are being completed. We have received practical completion of about 5 of our projects within late last year and early this year. And tomorrow we shall also receive one of the projects that has been completed in the university. So we have been following up with these agencies to ensure that they recognize us and continue to sponsor us for infrastructural development. It is important to mention that our university in 2006 moved to a permanent site. So we need a lot of support for infrastructural development to ensure that the university is performing to its utmost. Well, we thank God that the issue of cultism is getting into the background now. We used to be one of the highly cult-infected universities, but due to the dexterity of our security system, working with the other security agencies of the nation, we have ensured that this menace has been kept down so that people can work and study in a congenial atmosphere. So we take that very seriously. At any opportunity we have, we talk to the students against joining such nefarious societies. So I think they are getting the message, and many of them are not getting involved in cultism. We will keep thanking God for providing this type of enablement. As we go into the new year, the academic year, the university plans to consolidate the gains it has made. We are looking at establishing specialized programs. Like we are talking with some of our collaborators to expand the entrepreneurship development in the university so that our graduates will be self-reliant and create jobs rather than spend years seeking jobs. So we are working with Carleton University in Canada to enhance our entrepreneurship development center and establish an innovative unit in the university so that other participants, our students and other participants, can come and exhibit what they can produce, and that will help us as a university, but also help us as a nation to engage these young people. Then we have other programs we are interested in establishing, like Institute of Peace Studies. A lot of groundwork has been done, and we are waiting for all the approvals to be complete and before we take off. We are also looking at urban transportation, to establish a center of urban transportation. So we are also working on that. So when you put all this together, you see that our university will keep moving forward, acquiring new strength and providing the necessary platform for economic development in Nigeria.
My name is Mr. Leonard Kama. I'm the registrar of Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Well, this is the central registry. Under it, you have other units like the General Administration Unit, Admissions Unit, Records Unit, Examinations Unit, Senate Unit, and Council Unit. So, all these other units work hand in hand with the central registry, but they are controlled from the central registry as well. The registrar is in charge of both the central registry and these other units under the registrar. But there are deputy registrars heading these units. They report directly to the registrar. The registry is the hub of administration in the university system.
I am Dr. Ifeanyi Jonas Ezema, University Librarian of Enugu State University of Science and Technology. As we know, the library is the epicenter of academic activities in any university, and is one of the greatest assets any academic institution will possess, because that's the information center, and you know information is power. Library holds all the collections in terms of books and non-book materials and the electronic resources of the university. For now, we are growing to a conventional library system. We are a kind of hybrid library system where you now have a mix of traditional library system and electronic library system, because we are still in the process of digitization of our library resources. As I'm talking to you now, we have a proposal to begin our online public access catalog, what we call OPAC, so that the holdings of the library will be visible to all academics all over the world. It's a global visibility that we are trying to propel. And we're also trying to digitize our theses and dissertations.
I'm Dr. Frank Ileje, and the Director of Physical Planning, ESUT. Just as the name goes, Physical Planning Department is charged with the responsibility of ensuring the physical development of the university. The details of the work include some kind of designs, buildings, design of the landscape, design of the environment, and also ensuring that the boundaries of the university is kept intact. But first and foremost, before a university can develop, there must be a plan. And we call that the master plan. And the physical planning unit is in custody of the master plan of the university. So that master plan is like a guide to the development of any infrastructure within the university, physical infrastructure, roads, buildings, landscape, and all that. What we are engaged in more seriously this time around are the, erecting of buildings, mostly sponsored by TED Fund. TED Fund came to rescue the Nigerian universities in terms of infrastructural development, manpower development, and so on. So we are getting our own bits of the TED Fund interventions. And this unit is charged with the monitoring of the construction process of these buildings. And I must say that so far, we've done quite well. Between 2011-2013 intervention scheme under normal, special, and high-impact interventions, we've been able to be working on about 21 buildings. Most of them within the main campus and then at the College of Medicine. And so far, so good. We've been able to deliver a good number of them, up to 60% of those buildings, in spite of the economic problems we're having in the country. And even as I'm talking with you now, we have slated the handover of one of the buildings on Thursday by one of the contractors. So we are adding to the number of buildings we've been able to complete, at least to the standard where the client can now begin to make use of the projects. We're also expecting some more interventions from the TED Fund. As of now, we've gotten approval in principle for up to 2016 intervention. And we're processing the documents and all that for implementation. And the Vice Chancellor has been very, very, very active and passionate about the development of these infrastructures.
Engineer Gabriel Chukwu, the Director of Works and Estate in Enugu State University of Science and Technology. The Works and Estate Department in any university, especially ours, because we're in virtually a new campus, a virgin campus, it's usually a beehive of activities, because it's one place where every member of staff in the university usually has one thing or the other to do. For example, we are in charge of maintenance, vehicles, buildings, and grounds, water supply, road maintenance, and so on and so forth. So in effect, we discover that all members of staff here, including students, have one thing or the other to do with us. Like now they are carrying out some verification from the state government. Is this department that got the hall ready and provided the necessary things to enable those who have come to do their work?
My name is Ikenna Ezugu, by the grace of God, the bursar of Enugu State University of Science and Technology. In the bursary, we are responsible for managing the finances of the university. We collect and we disburse. That's virtually our responsibility. Although that is just putting it simply. We also plan in the form of yearly budget and then making projections to future in terms of how to generate funds and what to employ where to employ the funds.
I am Professor Ngozika Mbajiogo, the Director of Academic Planning, ESUT. My office, as the name goes, is the Directorate of Academic Planning. We see to the day-to-day running of the programs in the university, academic programs in the university. What the major thing we do is synergize with the management and the programs, the departments and the faculties, and make sure everything works as a unit. And in doing that, what we do is to liaise with the management and then to take down whatever policy there is in the university down to the departments and faculties.
My name is Dr. Babatunde Olofi, the Director ICT, Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Here in this office, I oversee all the ICT infrastructure of Enugu State University. There are three campuses we cover at the ICT. We have the main campus at Agbani here. We have the faculties of engineering and management science in Enugu. We also have the College of Medicine. All these locations, we deployed the internet, which we control centrally from here. Prior to the time I came in here, we had 20 meg. We always refer to it as 20 megabits per second. And when the new management came on board, headed by Professor Anike, he said the existing bandwidth was too small for us to deploy all the software infrastructure. So we moved to 2STN1. 2STN1 means 2 multiplied by 155 megabits per second. That's 310, that's about 15 times, more than 15 times the existing capacity.
Professor Godian Mba, the Dean of Student Affairs, Enugu State University of Science and Technology. I'm a chemical engineer by profession. I think the assignment on the table of the Dean of Student Affairs, I believe, is simple but enormous. Simple in the sense that we are working for somebody under guidance, under directives, assignment he asks you to do, but complex in the way that the students we are managing, they have diverse behavior, diverse understanding and things like that, but all the same, God has been helping us and we've been coping with the assignment.
My name is Iwod Augustine. I'm the Acting Chief Executive Officer of Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Since 2015, in which the leadership of this department was handed over to me. there have been a calm, a peaceful in the atmosphere. Since that 2015 to today, this would have not had any serious incident in terms of what we used to observe in those years.
I'm an engineer Guago Onyekachi. So I'm a mechanical engineer by profession and a lecturer in the Department of Mechanical Production Engineering. By the special grace of God, I'm the needs assessment desk officer. So needs assessment is a sister to TED Fund, because TED Fund was created before 2011. Then it was an ETF, and later it metamorphosed to TED Fund. ETF was Education Trust Fund, when it covers both primary, secondary schools. If you go around, you can see where in some primary schools where you see ETF. But after when the Implementation Monitoring Committee came into being, which was pushed by ASU, National ASU, they saw that the need to separate tertiary institutions from other institutions like secondary schools and primary schools. So it was metamorphosed to change to TED Fund in 2013. So after the TED Fund and NIDS is under Federal Ministry of Education. So in 2014, in the Implementation Monitoring Committee, headed by the then ASU chairman, agreed with the TED Fund and Federal Ministry of Education that, and then we see that NIDS should now go under Federal Ministry of Education. So that was when NIDS came into being. And their documents and their account reconciliation between TED Fund and Federal Ministry of Education was done, so that they can specifically monitor the project. Because that needs assessment was as a result of the strike actions embarked upon by Nigerian universities. So the funds have been allocated to all the public universities in Nigeria through Federal Ministry of Education under the Implementation Monitoring Committee.
My name is Comrade Anichebe Moses, SUG President. To the glory of God, I thank God Almighty. So far, so good. This is my 4 months in the office as the student union leader. So far, so good. The platform has already been established, which I inherited, and with the help of the management, everything has been moving on smoothly. I'm just 4 months in this office. The plan and the platform is already established, which is very smooth. To upgrade it is very simple. To know what the student need is, report to the management, which they always adhere, and without hesitation, they always sort our needs. Whenever I go there, whenever I rush to them, whenever they are being called upon, they always answer us without hesitation. That has been so wonderful. Since I entered ESU, that should be 2014. Once you don't meet up to 70% lectures, no exam for you, and that makes it very serious and intense for students. So, regards to our lecturers, they have been wonderful. Understand, they have been wonderful. Most of the lecturers, they don't miss their classes. Even if they will miss class, they will notify the students ahead. So, regards to that, there's no issue.
My name is Queen Agabu Queen Chisom. I am the SUG Vice President. This is fine. It's not easy to be in a government, but we thank God with the unity of the union, we are really moving forward and making impact. That is the more reason why we are here.
My name is Aneke Jenfrantes Ujumwa. I'm the SUG Treasurer, the incumbent SUG Treasurer. Our visit is the most friendly visit from the previous recent statistics. So I believe our association with him is very good, and we are proud of him. So he's been friendly and he's been listening to us, and he's been a father to some.